Get ready, liars, thieves. Get ready. This is you. This is what happened to all the ones that's gone already. Here we go. To a burning lake of fire is where you are and where you will be going.
Back to Cali, Cali, Cali. I'm going back to Cali.
Hello, everybody out there. Welcome back to Cali B TV. How y'all doing out there today? Y'all good? I was watching the other night Brother Tariq Nasheed, his latest video. He has so many. And so he was going over this new Good Times, like sort of like parody or cartoon that's on Netflix. McFarlane. And he produced the show or created the show or whatever. And it's said to have Steph Curry. Now, Steph, I know you're not a part of this coonery and this buffoonery. Steph Curry, what's going on with you? Did you have something to do with this disrespectful buffoonery and coonery of our people to touch such a show that was so influential and so meaningful to our generation, to our people? I know you didn't allow this FS to go on. And I know that you didn't see how it's being portrayed and presented. And you're okay with that. Shame on you, Steph Curry. If you did, shame on you. Okay, so you guys, I found this clip of this young lady. Her name is Dora Star Tucker. And she did a great covering of Eric Monte, the creator of so many great shows like Good Times, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, What's Happening, Cooley High, that never got paid, that was cheated out of his work, his creative, talented, classic work by the cheating, lying, stealing, thieving, conniving Jays, as they always do. Norman Lear, Bud Yorkin, and a few others you guys will see in the video. So just buckle up and stay tuned and get ready. Also, make sure before we start, go ahead and like. I need y'all to support y'all FBA queen now. Okay, I need y'all to give me some love, give me some support, because I'm putting it down for my people. I'm putting it down for my FBA people. That's who I represent first, and then all others as well. Trying to give you this great content and this great news and this great accurate information. So go ahead and hit that subscribe. Y'all know it's free. Come on now, support y'all girl. Okay, and go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, and we good. All right, so tune in. Here we go.
I've always thought it was a little odd that Norman Lear, this Jewish guy from New Haven, Connecticut, could single-handedly create every single groundbreaking television show featuring working-class black families in the 70s.
I had to fight and argue with Norman Lear for 3 years to show a complete black family on television.
And again, shout out to Eric Monte. Do you guys understand the gravity of this? Do you guys understand these people are so diabolical from every aspect. And now I get why Tariq calls out white supremacy and says how it is inducted in every level of life. These people do not want us to have anything. I mean, absolutely nothing. And it's a sad shame that, like he said, he had to fight tooth and nail for 3 whole years for them to have a complete black family. They are determined from day one to destroy the black family. That's why I won't use hate because that's a strong word, but I dislike people like Candace Owens, Jesse Lee Peterson, Larry Elder, the ones that always harp on, our family, we had morals, we had this, we had good morals, we had a father in the home, dad was in the home. Shut up. Girl, shut your behind up. I'm sick of you. Like I said, every time I just think about her and her fake, phony, married to a white man, coon behind self, it just infuriates me that she's actually trying to come amongst the black now. But anyway, back to the subject matter at hand. Eric Monte, this brother was a creative, talented, just a very, very smart young man that had great ideas, that knew his FBA roots and his FBA people, and that the Jays, what they do and what they always do is steal. That's what they do, and try to make black people look bad. That was their goal from day one when they came over here to infiltrate and take over Hollywood, is to tear down the black family. That is what white supremacy does. They want to tear down black families. Anyway, let's just go ahead. I'm not even going to go there. Let's go ahead and continue with this young lady and how she breaks it down for our brother Eric Monte.
And eventually lost everything he had, says Norman Lear stole his ideas for shows like Good Times, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, and claimed them as his own, cheating Monte out of creator credits and millions of dollars. I'm Dara Star Tucker, and this is The Breakdown. I grew up with this Norman Lear mythology. The spiel was that he just somehow had a sense for what America was ready for and had enough knowledge of the black experience to create these shows that reflected our culture and that knocked down racial barriers. He has 5 Emmys, the National Medal of Arts, and the Kennedy Center Honor. Surely there couldn't be any truth to the rumor that he was a thief. Eric Monte, who was born Kenneth Williams, grew up in Chicago's inner city, in the Cabrini Green housing projects to be exact, the very projects where the groundbreaking show Good Times was set. In his estimation, it was a great childhood, filled with rich experiences that he wanted to share with the world.
I started looking for some black heroes, and I saw Mantam, Deppy Fetchit, and Amos and Andy, and I thought they were real funny, but I didn't want to be them. In fact, I was ashamed of them. So I made a vow. I grew up, I was going to make some black heroes.
As soon as he was of age, in the late 1960s, he decided to hitchhike to Hollywood. He did whatever he had to do to survive. It took him 2 years to get there. Eventually, he hooked up with a group of hippies and enrolled in LA City College on the GI Bill and studied poetry, which eventually turned him on to screenwriting. He created a bit of buzz in the black artistic community when word spread about one of the plays that he had produced while he was at LA City College.
Norman Lear is a racist, a hypocrite, a thief, and a liar.
This is a man named Eric Monte. He was one of the creators and writers of the Norman Lear show Good Times back in the 70s. He says Norman Lear never properly paid him for his work in creating the show, and that Lear has wrongfully claimed credit for creating a number of shows that were based on characters or ideas that Eric came up with.
I said, if you want somebody funny to own the junkyard, you need to hire Red Foxx. And Norman Lear said, Red who? And Norman Lear said, no. This is a white show. 2 months later, he was doing Sanford and Son with Red Foxx.
Just speaking about Norman Lear with his thieving behind, I always knew he was a whole thief. I always called him a whole thief and a liar. I would leave comments on his page when they try to honor him for Good Times and stuff and tell the story. And so that was like back in the day, though. But he's passed away. He and Bud Yorkin, 2 thieves from the J community. Y'all know how they get down. But this young lady, I found a video, and she was just doing like a breakdown of Eric Monte and what he went through with these entertainment Hollywood thieves. These are what these people are. They are true blue, natural born thieves. That's all they do is steal from us. So it's a tragedy what happened to this young man, and he's still alive. He's in Chicago. I heard he's in Chicago. I would love to find him and maybe, see how he's doing, check on him. I will try to do that. But in the meantime, I just wanted to give you guys this piece of information. This young lady did a breakdown. I thought that was very informative. So go ahead and listen to what she's saying and how she broke this down.
Hire Eric Monte to write for Good Times. Eric describes his time as a writer on the show as being very contentious because he and several members of the cast were in constant battles with the white writers and with Norman Lear about the tone and the stereotypes that were depicted in the show.
I caught hell because Norman Lear was an incredible racist, but he didn't think so. And everything they wrote was stereotypic. They thought of black humor as, yowza boss, I was going to go down by the river. I'd fight them tooth and nail. They'd ignore me in the offices. Take that yowza stuff down to the cast. John Amos, Esther Roll, and Johnny Dubois would have a fit. I would give them what I had written. Norman Lear would reluctantly shoot it, put it on the air, and it became a big hit.
He says after the first season, he was demoted as a chastisement for his constant battles with Norman Lear, and the white writers were promoted in his place.
They eventually fired John Amos by killing off his character for the same reason.
Damn! After the second season of Good Times, Eric Monte got a deal to write the Cooley High movie, and he left Norman Lear's production company altogether. Eric's movie Cooley High was a breakout hit in 1975, and that prompted ABC head Michael Eisner to call him in to discuss creating a show based on his movie. That show eventually became What's Happening. Eric wrote a pilot for the script, and ABC accepted it. Because he had been burned so badly by Norman Lear, Eric fought for more control this time and wanted to put the show out through his own production company. ABC execs said that because he didn't have any producing experience, they would have to hire a couple of line producers to work with him. Eric Monte's agent, Bernie Weintraub, also repped writer-producers Saul Turtletaub and Bernie Ornstein. When he finally saw the production deal, it was listed under something called Toy Productions.
And I was like, who the hell is Toy Productions? Turtletaub and Ornstein had gone out and formed a company with Bud York and Norman Lear's partner. ABC had signed to do the show with that company, and my agent, Bernie Weintraub, had negotiated the deal, all behind my back.
So Monte went to the Writers Guild to try and get them to mediate the situation. They offered him the bare minimum, which was a huge insult. So he took the only step that he felt was left. He filed suit against all of them: ABC, CBS, Turtletaub, Ornstein, Yorkin, Weintraub, and Norman Lear.
Norman Lear came to me and he offered me $1 million for a settlement. And I said, for all those shows, no way. So the lawyers came to me and they said, look, take that money because you still have your suit against the networks and the others, but at least we'll get paid. So when the papers came down, all the defendants were listed. So I said, I didn't agree to this. They said, either you take this or we're walking off the case. I went all over Los Angeles looking for lawyers to represent me. I had the evidence and everything, okay? No lawyer in that town would take my case.